evening. If you have with you this evening your blocks, if you have them, bolsters if you have them, or some pillows, and if you'd like a strap, but we don't really need it. So thanks for joining me this evening for evening yoga. We're going to start out tonight in child's pose. So if you have your bolster or your or pillows handy, we're going to go ahead and take those in front. If your lower back has been a little achy or bothering you, take your knees out wide, bring your big toes together, and walk out in front of your pillows and just lower down. You can send your arms out in front of you, or you can just tuck them in next to your pillows. Once you get in a comfortable position, take a deep breath in through your nose. Long exhale through your mouth. Deep breath in through your nose. Long exhale through your mouth. One more. Deep inhale. Fill yourself up. Exhale. Start to surrender your body down to the mat. Consider your checklist for today complete. And let your mind slow, your thoughts slow. If you have your head turned to one side, go ahead and pick it up and turn to the opposite direction. On your next inhale, walk your hands back to you. Go ahead and set your bolster, your pillows aside. And we'll come into easy pose. So coming into easy pose, bringing your hands down to your knees. We're going to go ahead and inhale, open up through the sternum, send your gaze up. Exhale, roll in, draw your navel back, tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale in, opening up. Exhale, arching forward, pushing in between the shoulder blades. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhaling, lowering in, coming inward for a moment. And then opening up once more. Coming back to center. You're going to go ahead and inhale, both arms up. Open up through the front body. Exhale your right hand over your left for an embrace, curling forward. Inhale, open up through the front body again. Exhale, embrace, left arm over the right, curl in. Inhale, opening. Exhale, left over right. Open up. Exhale, switching sides. Curl in. One more. Open up, bringing your fingertips up to the ceiling. Then together, send your gaze up. Exhale, bring your fingertips down. Send your gaze down to the mat. Inhale, sweeping up. Send your gaze upward. Exhale, tucking your chin into your chest gently. Sweep up once more. Inhale. And exhaling down. With your left hand on the mat, mandle your right arm up and over, reaching long through the side body. Breathe a deep breath from your pinky all the way down to your hip. Send your gaze up. Exhale, bring your right hand down and sweep up through the left arm, reaching up and over, a long energetic line. Breathe into the left side. Coming back to center. Bring your fingertips behind you, pressing into them. Open up through the front body. Send your gaze up. Exhale, back to center. While your fingers are back here, go ahead and take your feet off to the left. Bring your right hand next to you onto the mat. And you're going to go ahead and inhale, sweep your left arm in front of you. Bring it around back, creating a large circle. Take your time, move with your breath, mandling your arm around, reaching. And on the next time that you sweep around, you're going to press into your feet and your shins and lift up through the hips, open through the front body, and then exhale down. Sweep up again through the front body, reach, come back down. And once more, reaching, stretch, come back down. Taking your hands behind you, bring your feet over to the right. Your left hand over to the left next to you. Bring your right arm in front, reach up and back. So just mandling for right now. Just a big long stretch. You can bow forward, open up through the front body. Big sweeping motion, move with your breath. Inhaling through the front. Exhaling around back. One more. And then this time lift up, pressing into the shins, opening up through the front body, bring it back. Lift up again, reaching. And And one more. Coming back down. With your fingers back behind you, bring the soles of your feet together, coming into cobblers. So your feet don't have to be very close to you. You can have them further out. Bringing your hands to your feet or your ankles. Inhale in, elongate through the spine. And then exhale, hinge at your hips, leaning forward. Walk your hands out if that feels good. Just walk out as far as you're comfortable. Release through the neck and head. And then take a deep inhale into your back. Exhaling. Pause here a moment, breathing. Walking your hands back to you. You can keep your feet in your cobbler's pose, or if you'd like to go back into easy pose. We're going to inhale both fingers, all of your fingers up. Sweep them back behind you. Interlace your fingers. Draw them down and away from you just a little bit. Inhale up through the front body. Breathe in here. Release through the shoulders, the chest. Opening up your heart space. And then on your next exhale, lower your chin towards your chest. Bring your hands to heart center, to a place of intention. And if you have an intention that you'd like to set for your practice today, or maybe a word, you can create that now. Inhale in your word or your intention. Exhale to seal it, considering it done. Go ahead and come forward on our mat into tabletop. So placing your knees underneath your hips and your hands underneath your shoulders. On your next inhale, you're going to draw the backside up, curling inward, tucking your chin, and then exhale, carve a line forward with your nose. Inhale, arch to the spine, pushing between your shoulder blades. Exhale, carve a line forward. Inhale, arching. Exhale, draw that line forward. Once more. And then coming back to a neutral tabletop, we're going to open up through the side body. So we'll inhale in, arch to the spine, and then draw your ribs over to the right, your belly down, and then send it over to the left and up. Over to the right, dropping your navel down. Stretch over to the left and pushing up between your shoulder blades and mid-back. So continue circling around. Taking your time. And then you're going to go ahead and circle to the left. Pushing between your shoulder blades. Bring your ribs over to the left, down. Bend through the elbows if you'd like. Stretching through the hips. Coming back to center, you're going to inhale in. Exhale your right leg out long. You can curl your left toes under for a little more stability if you'd like. You can send the left arm forward if you'd like a little bit more. Breathe in. While your right foot is in the air, you can roll your foot around a little bit if you'd like. And then bring your left hand down, sweep your leg over to the left, dropping your toe onto the floor, and then go ahead and send your gaze back to your toe, to your right foot. Take a deep breath in. Inhale, come back to that leg extension, and then you can tuck your leg back in to your tabletop. Inhaling in. Exhale, send your left leg out long. If you'd like, you can send your left arm out as well with your thumb up. long, energetic body. Lowering your right hand. Go ahead and sweep your left foot over to the to the right. Send your gaze towards your foot. Open up through that. The left side body. And then bringing your left foot up, go ahead and bring it back into your tabletop. We're going to curl your toes under and gently lift up through the knees for one moment, and then send it up and back to your down dog. Move around in your down dog if you'd like to. You can bend through the knees, come up through the toes. If you'd like to pivot up to a plank, you're welcome to do that. Breathing here. Take a few deep breaths, breathing out through your mouth if you'd like. And then you're going to go ahead and slowly walk your hands back to you, bend through the knees, if that's helpful. And then we're going to come into a forward fold. I'll get back in the frame. So you're going to exhale down into your forward fold. Keep a generous bend in your knees if you need to, but relax through the back. Relax through your neck and head. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Release any stagnant energy or anything that you don't need. Just release it, let it roll right off your back. Release it from your system. In that, we're creating space for something new to come in. If you happen to have your block, if you need, you're going to go ahead and bring your left hand to the mat or to the block. You can bend through the left leg. Inhale up through your right arm. Breathe into the twist. And then exhale your right hand down. Bend through that right knee if you need. And inhale up through the left hand. Bringing your left arm down. We're going to go ahead and slowly roll up. So leaving your arms kind of limp and hanging. You're going to bend through the knees, sink the hips a little bit, and just start to roll up in slow-mo. Just as slow as you can. Stack vertebrae by vertebrae as you roll up. Slowly come up. And then as you rise to the top, draw your shoulders up towards your ears, roll them back. Bring your shoulders up towards your ears, roll them back. One more, roll forward. You're going to inhale your fingers up in front of you, a little back bend here, bring your palms together. Exhale back to center. Inhaling in. Exhale over to the right. Ground down through that right foot, draw back through the left elbow, breathe in, and inhale back to center. Exhale over to the left. You can send your gaze to the right. Inhale back to center. You're going to bring your fingertips down. We'll go ahead and take a wide-legged stance. So get into a comfortable position where you can bend your knees, and your knees aren't going to go past your ankles. So you don't have to be very far down. You can hold onto your thighs, your knees, whatever's comfortable for you. So we're going to go ahead and send your upper body out forward, extending through the crown. And you're going to inhale and roll up. Exhale through the mouth, coming forward. Inhale, roll up through the nose. Exhale through your mouth forward, folding. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, And one more. Roll up. Inhale. Inhale, roll up. And then exhale, bring your right shoulder down. Dial your left shoulder back. Breathe in, send your gaze back. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, your left shoulder down. Spin back through the right. And inhale, come back to center. Go ahead and push up through the legs. Sweep your arms up into five-pointed star. You can send your gaze up if that's comfortable. You could also keep a bend in your knees. And then bring your palms together, your hands to heart center. Pivot your toes in. And then you're going to send your upper body out in front of you. If you have your block handy again still, go ahead and grab that. And you're going to come down. You can bring your hands to a block. You can bring your stance in a little bit if that's comfortable for you. But still here, relax through the shoulders, neck, and head. Enjoy a sense of ease and peace. Just allow your legs to hold you up while your upper body completely relaxes. Maybe shake your head yes or no here. And then bending through the knees, you can toe heel your feet in a little bit. If you have your block or maybe even your pillows, we're gonna just sink our hips down coming into garland. So if you'd like to use your block, you can bring your elbows out towards your knees, your hands to heart center. Or if you'd like to not use your block, you're gonna be pressing into your legs with strength so that you could just rise right up, drawing your shoulder blades together. You can even create some resistance by drawing your knees in while you're pushing your elbows out. And as you're pressing firmly into the floor, lift up through the pelvic floor, through the spine, through the crown of the head. And on your next exhale, go ahead and just lower down. Bring your legs out in front of you. So your toes are going to be active. They're going to be pointed back to you. Bring your palms down, lift up, draw your toes back to you, active through your legs into staff pose. And then release your staff pose. You're going to go ahead and bring your right leg in and send your left leg out long, off to the side. Placing your right hand behind you, you're going to inhale your right arm up and back. Keep your left foot active so your toes are pointed back to you. Long reach. If you'd like a little bit more, you can press into that right hand. Press into your right shin and lift up. Exhale, come on back down if you lifted. Inhale up through the spine. Exhale, twist towards your left leg. Reach out. Just take your time. Wherever your hands land is absolutely perfect. Folding over. Relax through the head, the neck. Next inhale, slowly roll up. Inhale, both hands up and overhead. Exhale, reach forward. Walk your hands forward. Just walk them as far as they're comfortable going. Lower down. If you'd like to use your block in front of you to lift yourself up, your forearms, you can bring a block or to your pillows if you brought them. Keeping your left leg active, so your left toes are pointed to the ceiling or back to you. Inhale, slowly roll up. Bring your hands back behind you. Inhale in, open up through the front body. And then exhale back to center. You can leave your hands back there to go ahead and draw your left leg in, send your right leg out long. With your left hand back behind you, inhale, up and over through the right arm. Breathing here. And then if you went for a little bit more on the other side, you can press into your shin and foot, lift up through the hips, reach back. And then come back down. Inhale in. Twisting at the base of your spine towards your right leg, and then reach out just as far as it's comfortable. It's absolutely perfect. Bowing over your leg, release your neck and head. Breathe into your back body wherever you may need it. Inhale, slowly roll up. Sweep both arms up and overhead. And then extend forward. And again, you can use your block here to bring your forearms to your right foot active. And then slowly roll up. We're going to go ahead to come to lie back into bridge. So bringing your feet behind you. Bring your arms out into cactus arms, so kind of 90-degree angles. You're going to bring your feet out to the edge of the mat. They don't have to go all the way to the edge. Just bring your knees in to help release your lower back. You're going to inhale in and reach your fingers up to the top of your mat. Just slide your arms up. Reach like a big stretch. And then exhale, bring them back to that 90-degree angle, the cactus arms. Inhale, extend through the fingertips and arms, reach. Exhale, bring them back down to the sides. Deep inhale, fill your belly and your chest. Exhale, bringing them back down to the 90 degrees. Inhale, extend again. And bring them back down. Pause just a moment, allow your back to release. And then walking your feet back into center, you're going to bring your knees into your chest. You can go ahead and clasp your shins to your knees and gently draw your knees in. Your toes are active, they're pointed back to you, drawing down through the tailbone and extending through the crown of the head. So you might be flattening out the back of your neck a little bit and creating that Ujjayi breath. That slight restriction. And then teeing out your arms side to side. You're going to come kind of into almost a reclined tabletop. So you'll have your arms teed out. You're going to adjust your legs as needed for you. But you're going to go ahead and bring your knees slightly over to the left. Just go as far as you're comfortable going as you like without letting them touch the floor. And bring them back to center. Inhale in, draw them over to the right. Exhale them back to center. Inhale them over to the left. Using your core, bring them back to center. Over to the right. And again, these can be just adjust this movement to you. This is your practice. So maybe they're almost to the floor. Maybe you're moving just a few inches side to side, and that's absolutely wonderful. And one more each side here. Come back to center. And go ahead and bring your hands to the outside edge of your feet. We'll draw your knees down into happy baby. So the soles of your feet are up facing the ceiling. Just gently draw your knees down, your pelvis down slightly, your shoulder blades underneath your heart space. If you'd like to rock back and forth, that might feel really good on your lower back, or just to stretch out your legs a little bit more to create some movement into it. And then come back to your happy baby if you brought some movement in. Bringing your legs back in together. You're going to tee out your arms and you'll gently let your knees fall over to the right. So your left shoulder may not touch the mat, which is perfectly okay. So adjust your knees as needed. If this pinches your lower back a little bit, draw your knees up. Or you can draw them downward. Find a comfortable position for you. We're going to inhale in and draw your left arm up into the air, slowly bringing it over to your right arm, and then slide your left hand to meet your right. And then inhale in, draw your left arm back, open up. You're opening a book. Opening the front chest, and then sweeping your left arm up, really reaching up and over. Bring it to your right arm, and then slide it out to your palm. Inhale, bringing your arm back to you, reach up. Exhale, closing the chapter. Sliding your left hand out. And one more, bringing it out. And then on your next inhale, with your left arm, you're going to go ahead and draw your fingertips up to the top of your mat. And then exhale, slide your fingertips down toward the bottom of your mat, making this big half circle. Hovering your hand, so just your hand is an inch or two above the ground. If there's any clicks or snags in your movement, just adjust the track. Lifting your hands up a little bit more or down a little bit further. Just creating this large half circle with your arm. And then lifting your left hand, when it's to the top, place it there. Flip your right hand so your palm is down. Draw your knees in towards your chest. You can tee out your left arm there, and we'll go ahead and let your knees fall over to the left. So pausing here for just a moment, taking a breath down into your abdomen. And on your next inhale, bring your right fingertips up, reach up. Bring them to your left arm, slide your right hand to meet your left palm. And then inhale, draw your right hand back and up, opening up. Send your gaze back over to the right if you like. If your gaze is moving with your hand, that's perfect. Get a little extra neck and shoulder action. Reach your right hand out towards your left palm. Inhale, draw your right arm back, up and over. Sweep your right hand back, close the chapter, close the book. And your right hand to your left. Opening up. And one more to come palm to palm. And then opening up, you'll hover your right hand slightly above the floor. Inhale, sweep your right arm up. Fingertips reaching to the top of your mat. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, coming down. Reaching up. Exhaling down. And one more. Flipping your palms down, gently draw your knees back into your chest. Your palms next to each hip, send your feet up. Draw your toes back to you into reclined stack. Exhale, bring the soles of your feet down to the mat behind you. And then just check around you. We're going to make large sweeping movements with our arms, just as we did side to side, but here on our back. So with your palms face up by your hips, create that strong foundation in the soles of your feet. You're going to inhale, lift up through the hips, the shins and knees go forward, and you're going to draw your fingertips, bring them side to side, up to the top of your mat. Exhale, lowering your hips down, bring your fingertips in large sweeping half circles down. Inhale, pushing firmly into your feet, sweep your fingertips up. Exhale, sweep them down. And one more, sweep up. This time, just exhale your arms down. If you'd like to clasp your hands underneath you and come up on your shoulders, you can. Or just pause a moment in your bridge. If you'd like to open up more through the hip flexors, you can walk your feet back to you, come up on the balls of your feet. Exhale, come down gently. Bring your knees back into your chest just for a moment. If you have your pillow or your bolster handy, go ahead and grab that and and place it off to your right. Left, sorry. Just right next to you. So with your knees in, you can go ahead and tee out your arms and lower your knees over to the left, just so that they're gently supported on the pillow or bolster. If you'd like, you can send your gaze back to the right. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to settle your body. When you breathe in, notice if you can send your breath into any new places. Places where your breath normally doesn't go. Your elbow creases, your wrists, and behind your knees, your ankles. On your next inhale, slowly sweep your knees up. Take your pillow or bolster to the other side. Gently lower your legs over onto the bolster and send your gaze back to the left if that's comfortable. Take a deep exploratory breath in. Exhaling, surrendering down. Inhaling in. Into every inch of your body. Send your breath down to your fingertips and toes. Your next inhale in, sweep your left arm over to the right, just as we were before, but we'll roll onto your side to come up. Bring all of your pillows, your bolster in front of you. You're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold. If when you're sitting you already start to round through the lower back, then maybe grab a blanket to sit on to give yourself some length. So come into really wide-legged fold. Your feet are active, and you're going to go ahead and make a tower in front of you as high as you need it so that you're able to place your head onto something. So if you need to fold your pillows or put your blocks under your bolster, you can do that. So you're going to inhale in, elongate through the spine, and then exhale, hinge at the hips coming forward. So if you already feel that you're rounding through the lower back, you can take your blanket up a bit higher or grab one. It's going to be able to hinge forward. So hinging at the hips, you're going to just send your upper body forward, and then you can lower your head down. Breathe into the back body, so take a deep breath into your back. Exhaling. Another deep breath in, wherever you need it in your back, or your lower back, your shoulders, your neck. Take a deep breath in there. Exhaling. On your next inhale, slowly roll up. You can dismantle your tower. You're going to slide your legs in, bring the soles of your feet to the mat. You can bring your hands down next to you. Still stay on the blanket. And you're going to windshield wiper your legs back and forth. If you like, you can do it no hands. Kind of start to creep forward. And then placing your bolster behind you. Forgot to order a bolster. Bring the soles of your feet together. And we're going to recline back into cobblers. If you have your blocks handy or even some books, you can place your blocks underneath your knees to make it a little bit more restorative if you'd like. And you'll gently recline back, sending your hands out, your palms up. Deep breath into your abdomen, and then exhale. Taking a deep breath in. Exhaling. One more breath in. Let your shoulders soften back. Let your chest open. Allow your back to gently arch in. Your next inhale in, sweep your left knee over to the right, coming to your side, and we'll get set up for Mountain Brook. If you have an essential oil that you like that's relaxing to you, that you could maybe put on the back of your neck before you go into Mountain Brook, you're welcome to go grab that. I should have said at the beginning. To set up into Mountain Brook, you'll go ahead and place one bolster that will go across your shoulder blades in the back. You'll move another one, so that'll be towards your lower back, and one underneath your knees. That's wrong. Oh my goodness. You've got one bolster for your head or pillow, one for towards your right across your shoulder blades, and one for your head. So might take a moment to get set up. You can put your blocks under your pillows. Just use whatever props that you have. You're gonna lie back. You may not need the other pillow for your head. Just kind of adjust yourself so that you have this gentle restorative back bend. You can bring your arms out next to you as however they're comfortable, or you can bring them in, bringing the palms of your hands to your hip creases if that's comfortable to you. It's an energetic place of joy. Take a deep breath in into your abdomen. Exhale. If you have your oils, you can gently apply them to the back of your neck. And slowly start to surrender down with each exhale. Surrendering more deeply. Releasing all of your muscles. Allow your bones to grow heavy. heart beating. Taking a deep inhale in, exhaling. Slowly come back to your body. Listening to any sounds around you. Wiggling your toes. Breathing in, you feel at ease. Exhaling, you feel at peace. When you're ready, slowly roll off to the right. And then make your way up slowly to a seat. Bring your hands to heart center and come back to the intention that you set at the beginning of your practice. Take a moment with your intention. And then send your gaze down to your heart space, connecting with your heart. I'm grateful for our practice together this evening. The love and light in me sees and honors the love and light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much. I hope you have a peaceful evening.